So when it comes to bad ideas, this is up there. And I've done it before. There's a video I did that I didn't post because I don't know. I know how the little gimbal thing works now. I turned it off the zoom thing, so now I can move it without manhandling it because I realized it's starting to get grease all over it. Like my micro SD card, that's rather trashed. I'm gonna need a few more. I did clean it up, and it only told me the format was incorrect. That's how I knew there was grease on it. So if Pete, you're watching, which, well, I might need another. It's pretty upset. So this is the engine removal process. I should move you because I have to shove my little buddy back, which is like a show of strength too. Here we go. We gotta get him over the hoist, which is not that big a deal, says no one ever. Once the engine's out of it, I mean, how unmanly was that? Grab it by the tire and rotate. Come on, just stop and go. I want to push on the bumper, but whatever. I'll just fold this grill up. Over you go. Right to about, right there. Oh, it stopped. No, too far. Grill comes down. Well, let's see how that's going to work out for us. Needs to line up. Holy crap, we have to have that thing right on there. Right in the middle. There's our hoist arm. Yeah, so let's try and get that going the other way. How about that? Nope. How about... No, don't you go. No. Well, all right, well, we're gonna see how it lines up like that. Because we gotta put our chain on. Gimbal control is ups and downsies now. I gotta get it to follow me. I like that a lot. Active? Nope. Double tap your face. Active track enabled. So what we need to do. We gotta bring these arms up again. I'm so sorry. Wait, let's have a look. See how the noise deadening's working this time. Push power button. Wait for yellow LED. There we are. Technology is my forte. Here we go again. I know you can't hear me. I'm really hoping we can do it with the sidearm. Let's have a boo. Now that you all gone deaf because of the... Oh, jeepers, that's super expensive. One more. Over you go. There's a scratch. Yeah, boy, that will be very tippy like that. We almost need the front arm. Front meaning rear. So that means our wee Jeep Willys is kind of positioned right where it shouldn't be because we want it right back there aligned with the hoist, which means it's got to be pretty much show of strength for all the ladies out there. Oh yeah, that didn't go well. For all the ladies, here, take two. All the ladies out there, nope. And all the ladies out there said, wow. Oh, I so feel that in the morning. I think that's lined up perfect. Other than it's on this hump on the hoist, which is about, they would call that danger mic. What can we put there? This will hold it here. Catalytic converter I cut out of my neighbor's car last night. Helps pay the bills. Jammer behind the tire. That's not working. I need some wood. I don't know if you can hear me back here. No, of course you can hear me. I have the mic on my head now, moron. Ooh. There's, look at that piece of Canadian lumber. Ooh. There, we shove that under there. So, holds it from rolling back at least. Maybe. Ah, this is stupid. So, what if it rolled back just because No, I need it. I need another Canadian fine piece of lumber, and I know where there's one beside all my generators I'm working on. There's another one. Let's just dig her out. You know when shit's unscripted. I swore, I'm sorry. You know when things are unscripted. When you're doing things like this. This is just a little, I'd cut her down, but it's a good 8-footer. So you don't. I even think it's cedar. So we'll fire that in there. Hey, telling me to see that on Vice Grip Garage. Suck it. All right, so what we're looking for is we're looking for the perfect angle. And that's not it. Oh, crap. Well, we'll go forward a little. Easy. Easy. Because we do want it to pull the motor forward and out, which should be convenient that way. But then we're going to be in a real jam when it does come out, because then we got to get it backwards. And there's that whole show of man strength again for the ladies. I'm already breathing heavy, if you can hear that. Or I have the noise reduction on, which takes away from the heavy breathing. Okay. I don't want this to be a 5-hour video. I want this to go super smooth-ish. All right, well, we use the catalytic converter as a hammer. There's all sorts of fine... Did it lose track of my face? How does it lose track of something that good? How? Yeah, there. Sorry about that if I wandered out of scene. It's not as though you haven't seen me. So then we need to get a jack under the transmission. There's one. Oh, you know what's going to be another problem? Didn't think that through. How am I going to get that arm over here? Bet you it doesn't clear the hood. First of all, we're going to have to get this one out of the way, which is really not out of the way. It's kind of in the way. And then we have to figure out... Oh, come on! I've done this before, and it's gone so much more elegantly. If I close the hood, fold the windshield frame down, slide the arms over, that might work. Because if I got to go backwards, I got to go backwards again. That's just... It's going to be another 53-minute video of just stuff not to do. Then I'm going to have to push back on there. And then I'm going to have to take a break just because I'm going to have an aneurysm. You know what? I think I can honestly say, there you go, honestly, 100%, that I don't ever think I've seen Vice Grip Garage pull a motor out whilst in the middle of nowhere with such barbaric means. So now you're going to start to see what I'm talking about. It's all going to just make a lot of sense. I could put the waist up. See what I'm saying? Now you do. Active track. Nope. We'll go back and do that again. I thought most DJI guys had that mastered. It's probably because I'm a ginger. Probably. Not only are gingers different in so many ways, not just like a witty repertoire to make up for the fact that we were punished during school for being odd. That's not going to clear at all. That we also have a gene. I don't think it's not like, it sounds like H1N1, but it's not. That's a different virus. But some other gene that makes us impervious to pain. Now, I wouldn't say impervious, because I will tell you the truth. Whilst we had a video change, you follow me? Yeah. Not just, are you following me? I cheated on yous. There's some poor grammar. I pulled the bracket off that's in the back of the motor. And the reason I did is because this is it. This is the bracket. This is a throttle bracket with the world's smallest bolt that bolts it. And see how this one's missing? Because the other guy never put it back in there. Because even this one, it's all I got. I let it all out. When I say I let it all out, there was a lot. There was a lot of words that I hadn't used in a while that needed using. We're going to try this again. For all the ladies, we're hoping I don't shove it too far forward that the hoist arms hit the hood. Whatever. Here it goes. Show strength! Come on. Oh, use your daddy. Don't. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Here we go. Oh, that was so tense. But not as tense as, I don't know. In between videos, I put on a movie on the shameless prompt Roku TV that tends to play in the background all the time. How do you lose sight of me? How? And the movie was called Dante's Peak. Pierce Brosnan and some other lady. It seems to be about volcanoes and such. I only started it. I thought, man, that Pierce guy, he gets the girls. You know he does. And he's like 100 years old now and still handsome as can be. Way harder to get in there now and put chains on. You following me? Yep. So I was looking for places to put a chain. I was going to cut this one down. How are you active tracking the chain? Or are you active suspect? No, wait, suspect lost? No, subject lost. Look at that, I even said it on the screen. Well, I'm right here, guy. I'm right here. There, I'm not lost. All that are lost can be found. Cool sign, eh? My girl got me that for Christmas one year. So I think she was hoping I'd make a career out of fighting vehicles in the garage. I might. I don't know. So this is the part where what we have here in Canada, we have open noise reduction's working. We have this thing called WSIB. And these, it's like an Overwatch committee. I should put a brass nut on that because they're super strong. No. If it gets mad, it'll just peel it right off. That amuses me every time. Subject lost. And you keep washers and you hang on to things for a reason, because in a moment like this, they're really important. Garage tour. I wonder, did he follow me? No, he didn't. Not yet, Marty. You're not ready. I'm over in the washer section looking for things. Oh, look at that. Oh, those ones are good looking washers. I'll explain to you what these are when I come back. Not that you care. Holy crap, it did follow me. Okay. Fender washers. They're gigantic. Like you care. So, we're going to hook this one on the back of the block. I'll show you in a minute, because this is very... We were talking about safety in the workplace. Okay? So I think you guys call it, because I've seen lots of funny videos of guys doing wrong things, called OSHA, or something violations, where there's, the guys without safety boots walking across a bed of nails. I mean, it's an exaggeration, but it's factual. And then Oh, this is a bad idea. My neighbor down the road has a cherry picker I could borrow. But he's at least 300 feet away. There's snow. Very sensitive fingers. Where am I going to put that chain? Oh, whatever. We'll put her down there. This, I don't know if this is a good idea or not. What I always find is there's always, what you say, wait, the OSHA violation thing again. Right. When I was at my shop, you would never do something like this. Because, well, I would. But the guys, so what that's going to want to do, that's going to be crazy. It's going to want to twist that motor. So I should fix that. It's going to yoink her out and hit the fender, and then I'll be sour. I'm telling you right now. So would my buddy. He'd be like, what happened to my fender? I don't know. Don't watch the video. I edited that out. So we sort of want it to pull a bit that way and a bit that way. I think it'll still twist all just crazy, but we can manhandle her together. When I say we, I mean me with my meat hooks. Plus, there's often a time when you gotta just throw yourself against something to stop it from scratching or whatever. And that's part of the game. That's part of the occupation. Sacrifices must be made for the good of the 52 Willys. So they say. So, yeah, there's better places I could hook that. Hold on. Right there. That giant generator mount held in with 2 giant bolts because the generator weighed 190 pounds. Still feeling that today. And we're going to do that up. That's basically what we do. Did I put a jack under the transmission yet? Nope. Because that would, I mean, there's lots of things that are holding it, but once you pull the engine away, let's use your imagination. A lot of you guys have sideways motors because your front wheels turn, which is silly. The motor and the transmission are hooked together. It's the best I got. Here's your transmission. And you pull the motor out and it'll go bunk. And that right there, I mean, there's lots of things holding it in place. I mean, you got, what do you got? You got shifters, wiring. Nope. There's no wiring, but there's shifters and things. So we'll just put a jack underneath it right here. And we're gonna put a little bit of pressure on her already. I'm not sure. As a millennial would say, to be honest, I've never pulled a motor out of a 52 Willys. Oh wait, I did. There's probably a picture of a Willys that I've owned on the wall somewhere. Garage tour coming right up. So at this point, what we do is we just haul on the hoist and we see what happens. Are you following me with that? Let's disable act. Oh, it is disabled. Oh, come on. It's been 18 minutes of the worst. Now I have to push this thing and make it the slider. Oh, there it is. Whoa, easy. Giant thumbs working a slider on a screen. That's just ridiculous. We could even give you a bird's eye view. A bird's eye, actually, that's wrong. Let's adjust our slider again. Zoom out. Then we'll gimbal it down. That way you can see it all just fall. Hope that's good enough for you. Edit that out. You see the motor? The what not to do right here. There's going to be noise. So that's the hoist again. We've got a little bit of excessive chain. We're just going to put that there so it doesn't hook anything on the way up. Like, I don't know, something we need later on. So once again, it's kind of, I'm the guy that's got to deal with it later on. So if I bugger it up, it's on me and I'll have to revisit this. So let's give her a shot. See what happens. Oh. Huh. Well, there's a lot of load on that, and I don't know why that's not letting go. So, what could be holding you? Engine mounts? I undid those two nuts. That's another. Oh, there's a nut on each one. Look. I undid that when you weren't looking, but I think these two are going to offer up. Oh, there's a nut. No. Let's see if I can just loosen them. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see. Don't fall off there. Can you see where I am? Yeah. You know, I was watching a video of my own. I don't know why. And how did I just guess right again? So I look at it and I go, that's a half. And I noticed something, which was kind of fun. And I've always seen it in all the other videos. Like all the ones I watch that are fun. Edit that out. Is when I loosen a bolt, it shows it being tightened on your screen. So I should loosen these because there's a lot of load on them. What could happen? Plus, right now, this is what we call PNR, point of no return. Because once these are, if I remove them completely, I cannot set this motor back down and readjust. So I've given this a lot of thought. Well, you've been with me as I've been thinking about it. That and Dante's Peak and how Pierce Brosnan always gets the girls. I think he was James Bond once. He did a good job of that. I don't think I could have ever played James Bond. Ask me why. Well, it's not the handsome factor. I mean, my witty repertoire makes up for my goofy appearance. It's just all that time going to a gym and saying, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready for filming. I've been at the gym for the last, my first movie like that would have to probably cost a company about $10 million for my first appearance, because that's about how much you'd have to pay me to go hang out in a gym with gym people. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna make a video on how many cuts on your arms, Howard. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make that video. Everybody wants to see that. Blood and gore. Nobody wants to. So maybe if I loosen these enough, that engine mount right there will tilt. Or once again, I have no idea. Then there's the other method, where you just come over and you shake the crap out of it. That's not a lot of shaking. Or you get your pry bar, known as Who's Your Daddy. I had one out the other day. I was beating on something. Edit that out. There it is. And we see, if we just put a pry bar under here, well, you want to. Maybe we just got to do worse things with the... I say we just crank it right up and see. Stand by one, noise incoming. Trip over my Canadian lumber. Oh, when you see the whole truck like that come up, though, that sort of worries you. That should worry you. I mean, something's not letting go. But you have to, because I can't make another 53-minute video. I can't. This has to come out. I don't want to do a take two, because all of you are on the edge of your seats, all three, you know. Because, I mean, the last two videos were pretty amusing. So I got another viewer. Oh, yeah, she's lifting her right off the ground. That's definitely a no-no. So when it comes out of there, it's going to go spring. Maybe. Please? Like if I ask nicely? Why? Why? Just why? Just let you back down just a smidge. Oh, see, it dropped in there. It really worries me that I might have to take those mounts right out. It doesn't worry me so much that I won't, because here I go. But it worries me that we don't have anywhere to go back to. Like, you can't set the motor back in. You can't go, oh man, the chain's all wrong. We can't, oh, there's a lot of load on that. That's a good boy. How'd you get? Oh. This is one of those moments when people go, why? You should have known when you were undoing the bolt that it was going to go spring. And it certainly is. That's what it is. Oh well. Done worse. What's that other phrase? Called worse by better people. I had to use that a lot growing up because it's being so goofy looking. We went through that in one of the videos and how I had like a good month. Had some good hair, but oh yeah, you can hear that. I could hear it. You couldn't hear it. Holly, come on. There it goes. Well, I guess we are going to witness this. Or should I do sides or a take two? No, what do they call it? And see, everybody does that. They do that on that other thing called Tic Tac there, which is annoying as can be. And what they do is what is it? You're looking at the cheating girlfriend. Notice I used that girlfriend this time. Everybody goes cheating boyfriend. So the cheating girlfriend video where all of a sudden he's about to get caught or she's about to get caught. And then the video ends. And then you go to the guy's page and you got to rifle through 312 videos because you realize the guy, all he's ever done is just take up other people's material and put it on his page. So he's not a creator by any means. I'll call him a content stealer. That'd be like me taking all of Marty's stuff. I always throw you in there, Marty. You're such a fun dude. And putting it on my page and saying, this is my stuff. Please like me. I don't understand it. Not one bit. So back to what I was talking about. I can make a part 2 of this. Just leave it precarious for a couple of days, walk away. I don't really care if I do or not. So I get tired of beating on my body parts. I really do. For the sake of this. I lost so many nuts and bolts underneath it. So now the motor mount should be Captain Wiggly. Wonder if I can pull you out. Yep, go. You're gone. Oh yeah. Why? Why did you move like that? I don't want those sounds. Let's put our Canadian lumber back to where it's got to be. That does make your heart jump just a smidge. This is one of the videos I was doing with Pete. We were putting the motor in the Chev. Pete was operating the engine jack thing crane. He dropped it on my head. I got a boo-boo. Oh, look at her go. Okay, so we're going to borrow that engine mount. Fire it over in the pile. I can see it's trying to twist the motor already. But look at... Oh! Whoa! I guess it's not going to be a long video. Oh, crap. Well, remember that whole thing about it being crooked? The chain placement? I failed science, when it came to the geometry part of where I thought, all right, this... And plus, there's nothing... I should have put bolts in here to stop the chain from moving, and I think that's what it was. So I am going to put a bolt in there so the chain doesn't... Because if it does, that's even worse. So I think I'm going to... Well, I don't even care. I'm going to leave the camera right there. Because if I lose it, I don't know. I guess that's the end of my YouTube career. So find a long bolt. A grade nothing carriage bolt is just about perfect, but that's all it takes. Because it really is. I know. And whatever else you got lying around, your Home Depot screwdriver, you don't put the good ones in there, and you just jam her in. There. Oh. So then, before this video gets old and long, let's try going up again. Now, Now you say what? Well, it's dangling. It's a little crooked, but I don't think it's going to flip. It's not going to flip over. It's not optimum. But there's a lot of things that aren't in life, and you got to work through them. It's hooked on something. So one of those things might be you wear the wrong underwear to gym class or something, and it just gives you the worst case of bunchies ever. That, not optimum. What we don't want is the motor to fall forward, but I don't think it will. I think it's hooked on something now. Why? You and I had so much happening. Like, we were so happy together. This is the most suspenseful video ever. Down you get, so I can yoink you forward. I really should be moving the Jeep back, but because it's so precarious. What's hanging on? Why? There it is. Oh, that's it. What's going to be tricky is putting it back in. The geometry will have to change. This will never go back like that. So what we should do is now we have to get the engine up. Let's see if it'll do that. I'll grab the thimble on the front. This. Oh, and then. Oh, and then there's no pin. So to say these arms, the hoist arms, are going to have to be ridiculously high is an understatement. Will they be enough? Maybe not. I should have shortened the chains. Well, we're going to see. Just cuz. Up she goes. Now, we should move the Willys back a little. Let's move our Canadian lumber a little bit. Aged well. And back goes the Jeep. Ready? You're moving with the Jeep, so you have no idea perspective. And then, no, a little more. Then we're going to have to do this all the way back until the motor's out. I don't want to take this grill off. Oh, hi there. Yeah. You notice the holy crap in my voice? Yeah, this angle's all bad. Well, let's see. I sure hope Don's not. I said his name. So it's out, as you, well, how observant are you? If you didn't notice that, you're a moron. So it doesn't feel so precarious. I mean, it's piss poorly suspended. We go back to that fair, like when you see those people on the trapezes, that's totally different. So we're gonna go back even further. Oh, look at it, it's right off the jack. I totally forgot about that. I moved the Jeep without, whatever, I guess the tranny's not falling out. Jack out of the way. Bring the Willys back a little. You're gonna move with him. So there's your perspective. It's like you're on a ship and you see the shore and it moves really slowly, but different. Because you're not in a ship, you're hanging out on the fender of a 52 Willys M38. I think it's an A1 too, just in case you're wondering if you wanted to Google it. I'm really trying to do this fast because I know you're probably just going, I gotta go. I'm in my Xbox lobby right now and I need to gear up. I'm gonna move the Canadian lumber, the wee delicate 8-footer, because, well, actually I don't need any of it. I don't know if you're willing to stay for this or not. I'm gonna put you over here now. And that is a safety reason, because I should turn it off so there's no witnesses, but whatever. And then we'll push that little button on the side. How long is this video so far? 34 minutes, I can do better. Whoa. Easy. Easy. My thumb takes up half the screen. So let's see how high these arms really go. I seriously think I'm going to run out of room. Yep. I don't think it's going to make it. That's enough. If it does, I'll be just, oh my gosh. We're going to do her. I'm not, you tell your mom. Why? What's hanging on to you? Seriously, a choke cable? That's just stupid. Okay. You can put this in your calendar. The day, oh, you know what it's going to take? Just some raw Howard. Raw. Like guttural sounds and everything. Well, maybe not that guttural. Shocker. And there's the motor. That's freaking cool. That is a bit precarious. Yeah. And that's what the ladies dig about a hit. That's what the ladies dig about a handsome and a handyman. No. Marginally handsome, but I'm handy. We're going back to active track because I feel so alive. There. Track me. We got her out. That was you and I. Where's the lever? Should I be on this side of it? Hold on. In case there's any of you saving this image. Going, holy crap. That was something. Now it's going to take 300 years to come down because... What's that song? Feel like if it was in an elevator in Arizona, that's what I'd be listening to. I don't know. Or is that girl from Pasadena? I think it's Pasadena, but I would still prefer to be in Arizona. Dry heat. That's the dry heat. So that's of course there's one bolt on the ground that's going to be like holding the oil pan. I don't even know if you want to hang out with me for this. Listen, I'm going to cut her short here. I'm going to cut it short here because of the small victory we've had together. Now it's trying to follow me. Just give it up. I'm going to talk to DJI because there's got to be something I'm doing wrong. That's it. Wee little Willys motor. I mean, there's so much more to come because, I mean, like so much. But look, there's the back. For those of you who have never seen, that's a clutch. Because I bet you 95% of you have never driven a standard. Please don't be offended. It's just the way it is. Manufacturers find it easier to make automatics, and they cater to all the pansies out there that don't know how to. That was hurtful. Sorry. I'm just going to go back to my elevator in Arizona. Now I'm going to clean up. And there's no guy coming in to clean up either. That's all on me. There's more stuff in my thing of coolant. See my thing of coolant? There's a couple more tools in there. I'll cuss that out later off video. Well, that's been super. Thanks for hanging out with me to do this job. There's a 72 Mustang that needs some attention. That's going to come in ASAP. It's not as hateful. We're going to do beautification things. It's pretty cool. It's a one owner. 1972. I found from a guy named Colin in the middle of nowhere in his garage, sitting since 1984. But I already got it running and I didn't do any videos, so you have to get over it. You can just go watch somebody else's Will It Run video because it does run. Okay? We don't have to discuss it. It runs. It runs mint. I made it run mint. I'll give you the tour. Not what's in the trunk because there was nothing in the trunk. Oh, there was actually. I'll show you. That's pretty hilarious. And I forgot. We got to do bumpers, fancy spoiler, and a few other things. And then there's the 1990 Jeep. And then I think there's a 68 Jaguar. I don't know. Thanks. Don't follow it or forward it. Just like it. Appreciate it.